How's everybody doing today? Fullest Corner Podcast. I am Kendrick.
I'm Kia.
Welcome to the Fullest Corner Podcast, where we give experience, not advice. The best advice comes from experience. Today we have a very interesting topic. My lovely wife came up with it. It was based off of one of her TikToks that she did the other day. Um, I'm gonna try my best to not look awkward today. I noticed I was like looking awkward, like tweaking
I think
really
I always look awkward.
um, on some of our videos. I'm nappy as hell. I need a haircut. I'm thinking about just going back bald at this point because hair is just too much of a responsibility for me, and I don't really give a damn about hair like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't grow a full beard, so I just never. I don't look bad bald, unlike some men.
I
You
think
know,
you should wait
no
till it's not
disrespect.
cold.
That could be a deal. I mean, I don't really think about it. I'll put a ski mask on or something. I don't give a damn, or a beanie. But yeah, hair is annoying. Even when I was cutting it myself, it's just annoying.
Because it's upkeep. That's why I got locks.
I look I
Make it
look
easy.
decent when I get a haircut, but it's just a hassle.
You look good either way.
Yeah.
You just gotta brush it. It's
Yeah.
when it ain't brushed. That's when it be looking a little questionable.
I'm looking a little rough, but nevertheless. So give them the topic, I guess, because you're the author.
So, and I feel like we can say this because we have kids. So it's not like we're speaking about the situation and we don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But for those of you that have kids in the school system and not homeschooled, I feel like parents have to do better about holding their kids accountable and teaching their kids how to hold themselves accountable when it comes to school settings. Because I work for the school district. No, I'm not a teacher, but I work for the school district. So I'm in the office. I see a lot of things. I hear a lot of things. And I'm in high school. So it's 10th through 12th grade. So
Here it is.
here it is. Here's 10th
I know
through 12th
everywhere
grade.
else is nine through 12, like people.
So that means 15, 16, all the way up to 18, 19. So these are big kids. These ain't babies. And we have an open campus. So the kids get to leave for lunch. They leave whenever they want to because a bunch of kids skip class. And instead of parents holding themselves accountable and holding their kids accountable, they blame the school for their kids not going to class. Now, in what world that makes sense, I don't know. And when we call some of these parents and tell them we looking for their child and they not in class, it's, well, you lost them. Excuse me, say what? And I wish I was joking, but I am not. It's, you lost my child. You need to find my child. I'm pressing charges because y'all lost my child. Excuse me, say what? Like, the things that come out of people's mouths is wild. And it's never, little Timmy, where was you at and why weren't you in class and what were you doing? It's never that. It's, what were y'all doing? Why y'all didn't see my child leaving campus? Mind you, we have 3,000 and something students on this campus. It's not a small campus. So you think we can hold hands with 3,000 and something kids on a day-to-day basis from 8:40 to 4:10? That's what you think? It's
The first thing that comes to mind to me is, sometimes I get a little down on myself. Sometimes I lack self-confidence because I don't think I'm that smart of a person. But I must tell you, some of y'all people remind me that, you know what, I'm not that damn dumb. And there is a unforeseen species out there of dumbass people. And those people happen to be a part of that species, in my humble opinion. Um, and you know what struck me when you were saying that? You said holding parents holding themselves accountable, along with holding their students slash children accountable. And then the students in turn holding themselves accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem is that the parents don't hold themselves as individuals accountable for the things that they do.
Domino effect.
Perfect example. These are the people that at the DMV is giving the little lady that's backed up with all of these people that she got to take care of the hardest time in the world, as if she's the only one in the DMV. These are the people that you go out to eat with, and they're giving a server the hardest time in the world that happens to be one of the nicest and best servers you ever had, and giving them a hard time and then leaving them a $2 tip.
Mm-hmm.
Entitlement in our town is the root of all of this lack of accountability, in my humble opinion.
Not even just here, everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Everywhere.
Entitlement. And where we come from, being Black African Americans in America, there just wasn't a lot of room when we were coming up for that. And definitely not for our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a lot of room for that. Of course, you have your pride and all that stuff, but you still have to understand that you're in a world. What is the Black community? Like 13%? It's like 13 or some percent in America. So you're outnumbered. You're a minority. So in somewhere you have to realize, like, okay, I have to be understanding everywhere I go. I have to teach my children, you know what I'm saying, to stay in line, because this is not our country. This is not our country. I shouldn't say it. It's our country, but this is not our territory. This is not our rules. And these kids are being taught to go to school, in my humble opinion. This is your house. You make the rules, and there's so many kids that make the rules in their house, and they leave the house.
That's the problem with that.
And they do the exact same thing and have the same exact attitude when they enter these schools.
Yep.
I couldn't be no goddamn teacher.
And it shows.
Because I'm gonna handle them goddamn kids rough, and your parents, I'm gonna handle you even more rough. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna want to tussle with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because one thing that I don't play is disrespect from no kids. You are a child. You need to enjoy being a child. You can get disrespectful as you want when you become an adult, because they got places for you. They got places, and they got it's people for you.
And
it's people that'll handle you out in the real world.
That's what they don't realize. Like, you are setting your child up for failure.
Absolutely.
Because the way you let little Johnny run stuff at home, it don't work like that outside of y'all's four walls.
Mm-hmm.
It does not work like that. So even when they get out of school, they have to get a job at some point. They're gonna have a boss. So even if they get away with it at school, when they become an adult and they have to have a real job, they're not gonna make it. They're not going to survive, because everybody ain't gonna put up with that foolishness like you do.
Yep.
Like, it's not gonna happen. And then you're gonna be looking crazy, because you're gonna have to take care of him up until he in his 40s, because he can't hold down no job because he don't know how to act. Like, and it's crazy, because I say this about these kids all the time. They don't think past what's in front of them. They think about right now and right now only. They don't think about 5-10 years from now. But a lot of these parents aren't either.
Nope.
And it's like, you're the adult, so you know where you came from being a child. How are you not seeing that same situation for your kid? You know, like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. And the other part of that, I was saying is, as far as them academics wise, like it is so easy for your child to get left behind and not know all the things that they should know and still be able to walk off with that diploma regardless. And parents have to do better about making sure their kids know what they need to know. And they have to do better about teaching their kids to teach them to make sure that they know what they need to know for the world past school. Because a lot of kids are graduating that shouldn't be graduating. A lot of kids are graduating without all the knowledge that they should have. So if you don't teach your kids to hold themselves accountable, to have good grades, to get the information they need to get, it's easy for them to get passed along just to get passed along.
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Like, it ain't even just the disrespect and the accountability. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But it starts at home. It starts at home. And a lot of people aren't catching that. They like, okay, they at school with 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So what are y'all doing with them? No, what are you doing with him? And these kids are big. So you didn't already miss the training time from when they was elementary on up. You've already missed that window. So if you don't do something now, you as the parent don't do something now.
Let's break it down though. Let's break it down into simpler terms. So it's 24 hours in a day. They're at school for 8 hours. They sleep for 8 hours. 16 hours is gone. How many does that leave? 8 more hours. So that means you have your own set of 8 hours to where you actually have the most time with them individually. Because see, when they go to school, especially in high school, you got first period, second, how many periods they got?
7.
They got 7 periods. So they're only in front of a certain teacher for a certain amount of time, 45 minutes to an hour. So then you got lunch and all that kind of stuff. So you mean to tell me that you put your faith in people who are around your kids for 45 minutes to an hour a day when you have a complete 8 hours to be able to talk and guide and instruct your kids in the right manner?
Never mind,
make
you can have
sense.
them for 15, 16, 17, 18 years.
Yeah.
Never mind that.
Yeah, never mind that.
Kids get new teachers every year. They have a new set of teachers every year. You've had that child consistently
for
their
their
entire life. But
Yep.
you think that this new set of teachers is going to be able to have an amazing, this magical amount of control over your child that you don't even have, and you didn't have them for their entire life. Make it make sense.
It's the dumbest thing I ever heard in
Like,
my life.
it's, like I said, we have open campus for lunch. That means the kids can go wherever they want for lunch. We have parents telling us, well, can't you just make them stay here? Can't you just make them stay? Like, what do you, we have an open campus. We can't hold your child hostage. Like, what do you want us to go to jail?
I want you to give the people an example of somebody who went left about their kid supposedly being at school when they really weren't.
Oh, I got the perfect one. This mother, oh man, this was great. So we have Life 360 now, this magical app that always works and it's 100% accurate, right? It never fails. It's gonna tell you exactly where your family member is, your loved one is.
It's good, but it ain't perfect.
It's gonna tell you exactly where your loved one is at all times without fail, right? Wrong. This lady comes up there wanting her son. It was off. It was into the day, so it was maybe like 4th period. No teacher has seen this child all day. Not one. We called each teacher. Did you see Johnny? Did you see Johnny? Everybody said no.
His name wasn't Johnny, right?
It wasn't Johnny.
Okay,
I'm just using Johnny.
John Doe.
John Doe. Nobody had seen him. So she pulls out, well, his Life 360 says he's here. You need to find him. You lost him. I don't even know who this little boy is. I ain't never seen him. There's 3,000 something kids. I have not seen every student that's on this
Like
campus.
he's a pet. You lost him.
I lost him. I dropped him off this morning, and so he's here. He has to be here. His Life 360 is, you dropped him off. I have physically for myself seen kids get out their parents' car. They watch they parent drive off and go across back into the parking lot and get in the car with somebody else and leave. I've seen it for myself. I dropped him off this morning, so he's here. You lost him. Life 360 is saying that he's here. She gets in her car. Y'all need to find him. I'm going to go look for him. So she tracks his phone. She goes and finds his phone. She don't find him, but she found his phone where he had tucked it in over at the baseball field, football field, somewhere. He left these kids are not dumb. He left his phone so it would ping as if he was on campus and he was gone.
And wasn't, not to, I guess, mess up your story, but wasn't she there to like get him for an appointment or something?
She was there to pick him up for something.
So that's how stupid these kids, not only is the parents stupid, this how stupid the kids is. Yeah. They don't even realize that,
your parent can pop up at any time.
But not only that, it's like, what kind of communication does that say about you and your family and your household? Like, is your kid, either one of your kid is dumb as hell, and you told them that he got an appointment today and he just said, F you, I'm going to go do what I want and I'm going to leave my hair. Certainly he ain't that dumb.
But she probably didn't say anything.
Yeah, she probably didn't say nothing. She probably didn't say nothing and thought she was just going to pop. She probably forgot is what happened. She probably forgot and then rushed over there, probably was already late. Now she mad at you because she late. You lost him. You lost him.
As if I'm holding his hand all day. But the thing is, hilarious. This wasn't the first, like this kid, this was his routine. More oftentimes than not, he was not, at school, but she ignored it. But right now she can't ignore it because she's here.
Yeah.
When kids don't go to class, parents get phone calls, they get emails. You got that little app where you can see their attendance. She chose to ignore it. But in this moment, she couldn't ignore it. So of course, she had to blame somebody. It ain't Johnny's fault. It ain't her fault. So it's my fault. Because I'm the one in front of her. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, ma'am, I can't do nothing for you. So we had to get principals so they could look at cameras. They found him never making it into the building. The proof was right there. Well, it was still, y'all lost him.
Y'all lost him.
When he never made it inside the building. We lost him. He made it out of your vehicle.
So y'all need basically escorts
for every kid.
Just like in like in elementary. Yeah, you need a person to take you from your car door to the front door of the school.
Yep. Hold your hand.
I got it.
Walk you to every class. Like I said, we got 3,000 something kids, so that can only I don't know how many classrooms that is. You think every kid is gonna get their hand held and walk to class all day, and then they're gonna be monitored at lunch where they have free lunch to go wherever they want.
Where they can go do. You know, it's funny that you say that because if let's say they won't go to McDonald's to go, this is the logic that these parents is thinking from. So if they go to McDonald's and one of them get in a fight or something like that and get beat up or something like that, so I guess it's McDonald's fault that they weren't supervising the kids. Not only is they supposed to be flipping burgers and doing their thing, it's their fault that the kids got in a fight and your kid got beat up or whatever.
No, they call us. It's our fault.
Yeah, I remember you saying, but I'm saying this is the logic that they have.
Yeah.
But no, you're absolutely right. That's what she was telling me they do. Like they call them about kids disrupting or being disruptive at restaurants or fast food restaurants, and apparently it's the school's fault.
It's our fault. It's our fault.
By the way, I'm sorry. These were just decorations at first. We were just using the audio on the iPhone because my dumb self forgot to plug up the deal. But it's all good because it's still good content. We recording.
And you can hear us.
Yeah, you can hear us.
The
You can hear us.
the
I
the
feel like
audio
it's
may have
about
changed,
yeah,
but you can hear us.
it's probably gonna change, but yeah. But anyway, yeah.
But
That's
I just
crazy, dude. That is
I
insane.
the the lack of parenting and the lack of discipline is what amazes me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when the shift happened.
Yeah.
Like we could have never, as kids, got away with this. And I know it was some kids when we were growing up that they did. They'd had
Yeah.
parents like that. It's not anything new, but it's gotten a lot worse. And I don't know when it got this bad.
I feel like with our generation, it was more of people's parents not taking the time. It seems like these parents these days, they have the time to be able to give them the attention.
They just don't.
I feel like the ones that was acting up in our generation, their parents, excuse me, really didn't have the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mama coming up there because she working 3-4 jobs, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
dad, a single dad, he ain't got time to be. I think it was more so of that when we were coming up. Now, these parents be having the time, and they still is trifling.
And it be so many. Y'all, I be having to bite my tongue so bad. It be so many parents.
You do bite your tongue. That's why you have a job.
That's what I'm saying. I be having to bite my tongue so bad. Like,
Yeah.
on a daily, I have to just.
Well, I was just saying that, just insinuating
Oh.
that it don't get to slip because,
Yeah.
you know, we're at the mercy of our employers at the end of the day.
But
And we need our jobs, even
so
when you deal with
many
idiots.
And it's a lot of parents wanting to be friends. That's the main thing. Cause it'd be a lot of them, they'll come in and they'll have a meeting with the AP or whatever, and their response is they don't want to. She doesn't want to come to school. She doesn't like it. He doesn't want to come to school. He doesn't like it. It's hard for him to get up in the mornings, or he doesn't like being around so many kids, or he doesn't. It's why are you giving them the option? Why are you coddling them, and why are you giving them school is a requirement. Go homeschool. But they don't want to do that because that puts too much of the responsibility on them.
You know, our forefathers is like turning over in their graves right now because we are raising the most, what do they call it? Low volume, low quality, low, what's the doggone word? Low value. Did I say value? Low value men and women. We're doing the most when it comes to this because these kids ain't gonna know how to do nothing. They ain't gonna know how to scratch their ass by themselves.
On top of having AI do everything for him.
Oh, he doesn't like to scratch his own ass. He has to have a ass scratcher that I bought him off of Amazon Prime. He doesn't like to go to the door to get his Amazon Prime packages. He needs me to wait until I get off of work so I can grab it for him and bring it to him in his room. Oh my God, these kids is weak as.
I've had kids tell me, this one little girl, she was in the office for one of her periods and she would miss all the time. And a lot of these kids, if you sit there and just let them talk, they're going to tell you everything you want to know. And for whatever reason, I have become that person. These kids come and they just get the blabbing.
That's just how adults is.
But this little girl said, because she would never come. So I was like, why don't you come to school? Like, where are you and why aren't you coming to school? She was like, oh, I'll be at home. And mind you, she's sitting at my desk and she got her car keys sitting on the desk. I said, so you don't come to school because you don't want to come to school? She was like, yeah. I said, and where's your mama? She was like, at work. I said, and she knows you're at home. She was like, yeah. I said, so why doesn't she take your car keys? You shouldn't be allowed to have a car if you don't do what you're supposed to do. She was like, well, she's not going to do that because that means she'll have to take me where I need to go.
Yeah, that's inconveniencing her too.
She was like, she doesn't want to have to bring me to school or take me to work and pick me up. So she's not going to take my keys. I said, so basically you don't have any consequences. She was like, no. Mm-hmm. I said, If you was my child, now some of them you could talk to them and it's all right. But I was like, if you were my child, you would have nothing. She had a full face of makeup. She had her nails done, cute outfit. I said, you would have nothing if you were my child because that makes no sense. She was like, I know. She was like, that's how it should be, but she doesn't care. But and that too,
and
your
you can't
child,
even be mad at the kid.
No,
because we all would have done that.
Your child is telling other people that you basically don't care about her. At the end of the day, you don't care about her. And how, like, that's sad.
It's very sad.
That is, like, I don't know. We care too much about our kids' well-being, and we care too much about them being great people, not just great kids, great people, and great adults. Like, you're teaching them now how to be as an adult. Now, a lot of times they grow up and they take their own path that's left from what you taught them. That's their decision. That's the choices that they made. But we know we've taught them the right way. We know we've put good values and morals in them. Now, what they choose to do with that or not do with that as an adult.
And you always run the risk of them challenging authority. However, if you can get them to understand that there is authority out in this world, that's the main thing. Yep. Now, what they do once they leave the nest, that's on them. But the main thing is just getting them to understand that there is authority. There are people that you have to answer to in this life. And we need more of them letting their kids know. We need more parents letting their kids know that school happens to be one of those. Now, if you in some type of bad situation, you know, a teacher is verbally harassing you or sexually harassing you, you're having learning issues or anything like that, that's a whole nother thing, and that needs to be handled. But this is one thing I will say, and I want to know if you agree with it. If you show a conscious effort, I feel like it'll be easy for you. If you just show some effort, if you just show up to school, if you just show that you care, even a little bit, I think that it'll be easier for you. You know, yeah, when you just refuse to show up, and then on top of that, you know, you have the backing of your parents, it's just not a good formula for success. So I just pray that these damn parents just wake up, man, and smell the coffee and just realize that this is your baby that has to go out into the real world and face real things.
And we're not going to always be here.
Nah.
You as the parent, we all are going to leave this earth one day.
Yep.
So also think about that, because how are you teaching your child to be able to survive without you?
Yep.
If you are always running to their rescue and coddling them and not making sure you're holding them accountable for things. Of course, there's an exception to every rule, because there's a lot of these kids that just do what they want to do regardless of what the parent is doing. Because it's a lot of parents that do. They show up.
Yeah, they do what they need
to do, and the kids
still shit is.
There's always exceptions, but for the parents that don't show up and don't have those conversations with their kids and don't, you the problem. But we are not going to be here forever. I want to know that my son and my daughter will both be okay when we are not here to help them.
And think about it like this too. Shit, half of y'all gonna have y'all kids throwing y'all asses in them old folks' homes earlier than you think. Just because off of the love and lack of TLC you give them. How the hell they gonna know to give you some TLC when you ain't never gave them no damn TLC?
That part. Like, it's full circle.
All you did was buy shit for them and make sure that they didn't bother you. Them folks that, like, you know, the young lady who, you know, basically just skipped school and her mama let her, them is the same people. Those are the same people that their parents just get their kids a tablet and tell them, go on over there and leave me the hell alone. I'm over here on my phone. You on your tablet, I'm on my phone. do your thing.
You leave me alone and I'll leave you alone.
Y'all roommates. Y'all not. That ain't no
Yeah.
goddamn mother-daughter relationship. That ain't no father-son relationship. That ain't no father-daughter relationship. That ain't no mother-son relationship. That's a damn roommate.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't paying no damn bills.
That part.
Ain't paying no mortgage, ain't paying no rent, and you just letting it slide.
Just letting it be what it is.
Crazy.
And I say all the time, and people be thinking I'm being funny, and I am not. I pray I am gone from this earth before I ever need to be in a nursing home. Because these kids are the ones that will be taking care of me. And I'm scared. That terrifies me. That these kids, one of these kids will be the one responsible for making sure I get the right medication.
I feel like AI gonna take over that shit because these kids too lazy to do that.
You're right.
Think they gonna,
I'd rather AI do it than one of these.
Like, what? An ass? That ain't mine? Nah.
I'd rather AI do it
bro,
than
you got that.
some of these children because the way they don't care it's concerning.
They don't even wipe their own ass, probably. Who knows? You know what I mean?
It's
Nah.
I pray for this world. I really do. I pray for these kids because
we need to do an episode on the opposite of this, the kids who really bring us a lot of joy and a lot
because it's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of them too.
And I feel sorry for those kids because there's so many kids. My coworker, her daughter, she has an amazing daughter. Always do what she's supposed to do, has great grades, and it's those kids that don't get the recognition that they should.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like their efforts go undervalued because all these other ones that don't do what they should do, they still get passed along anyway. They still get the accomplishments even though they didn't do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we do get those kids coming in the office, I try my hardest to acknowledge them and tell them they doing a good job because I don't know which one outweighs the other, but I know it's not fair to the ones that do because those other ones, they take so much. The teachers are drained because of the kids that don't do what they disrupt the class. The good kids don't get the energy that they deserve because these kids are sucking so much energy from
out of the teachers,
the adults that are in the school,
out of the attendance clerks,
and it's not enough
secretaries, counselors.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You have the cards that you have, and you have to make them work the best way that you can.
Gotta make it work. I think that's all we got for y'all today. It's a Friday. Fridays are made for pizza. She was trying to pull out some stuff to cook, and I'm like, bro. Friday. I ain't even talking. I'm saying, bro.
Oh, okay.
Like, hey, calm down. I'm saying though, like, who the hell eats like serious stuff on Friday? Like, who the hell eats spaghetti on Friday? Who the hell eats?
We're trying to do better about what we eat. That's why.
That ain't healthy.
I mean, it's fine.
I'm saying like Friday is for fun.
Easy.
The weekend in general, easy and fun food. I don't know who the hell be like.
I just came home in a good mood.
Chopping up vegetables and doing all that shit on a Friday, bro. Like, it's freaking Friday, bro. Like, relax. But yeah, we got some frozen pizza tonight. We ain't ordering shit. We still on our no spin, even though
if you got groceries at home, use them.
Yeah, that's my motto for this month. God damn.
Use them.
And stop using the freezer as an excuse. Thaw that damn meat out and wait on it. If it's frozen, that means you need to fast a little longer. That's my motto right now, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Eat your damn food. We always have leftover food when we go grocery shopping. We could probably eat for another like week and a half to 2 weeks off of the food that we be having left if we ain't had nothing else, which is a blessing.
Yes.
But we need to start eating the damn food that's in the fridge And
a lot of people, it's January, I'm going to start working out, I'm going to start eating better. You would be okay if you just ate what you had at home.
Yeah.
Stop going to Chick-fil-A and McDonald's and Whataburger and Burger King or wherever. Eat what you got at home.
Yep. Yep.
But that's another conversation for another day. But there's an option. There's a thought.
Yep. We should do an episode like that about how we try to save money here and there, cut corners.
Because nowadays, it's too expensive to just be throwing money away.
And people need tidbits and shit like that. Like, there's plenty of videos I done watched that got tips from folks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know better, you do better.
What you said.
At least you should. Anyway.
As you should.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, Fuller's Corner Podcast, where we give experience, not advice. The best advice comes from experience. I'm glad we got to do this. We need to do one tomorrow, if not two. We need to do one the next day, if not two. We need to get busy this year. We ain't falling off. We actually been at this shit 2 years, not one. I misspoke. We've been at it 2 years.
I don't even feel like it's been that long.
Yeah.
It sounds right, but...
And we still ain't at 1,000 subscribers with our lazy asses, but we gonna get there, y'all. I promise you.
And thank you to the ones that do watch our videos.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate you. But if you can also hit that like button when you do watch it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We'd really appreciate it.
Well,
Can you close it?
But anyway, we're gonna get up out of here. Peace and blessings, peace.
Love you, bye.